You're watching the Real Things podcast. These are the real things, the real things, the real things. You don't know are the Real Things podcast. Hey, yo!
Yes, I
feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Blessings and welcome.
Is everybody in the world blind?
Big up on yourself, whether you're near or from far.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make it.
If you're here for the first time, welcome to the channel. Welcome to today's episode of the podcast. Big up on yourself.
Every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now.
Yes, I. Blessings and welcome on this your beautiful, beautiful island morning. I don't know where in the universe you are. I don't know where in the world you are, but blessings. Welcome to the Real Things podcast, my people. This is how we do it. It is not your regular podcast. We do it different.
I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some loose shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. And as you enter the room, blessings, may I tell you, drop a like on this right now.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
There's so much things to talk about today. Today is today. So much things to talk about. Today, people, we are going over into Africa once again. We are going to Kenya once again. People, it's not really nice. In the little village of Nyahbohanse, the people them turn up the thing differently. But people, yo.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
It's like them decide say 2024 have to go out with a bang, and them leaving no stones unturned. May I tell you, it is hitting different. It is hitting different. Them people in Nyahbohanse no easier blow.
Yeah, there's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor.
And you see the people them from the outside, them not making it any better. A lot of the people from the outside who is supposed to be good advisors, them just muck up the thing.
I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I tell her them making the thing dirty. When I say dirty, real nasty. I want them to know, man.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Let me tell you something. But one thing I know, and is that a lot of lessons will be learned in this year. Loads of lessons is going to be learned in 2024 before it go out. When you start 2025, oh, I'm telling you, you will see the world differently. A lot of us shall see the world from a different level.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Yeah. But people, my people, my people, my people had to put a few things in place. Still is. Area. Let me tell you something. The way how it is set up right now, if you don't have your head on strong, if you don't have your head on strong, if your heart not strong, me tell you no. At the rate of how these people are behaving and misbehaving, hey, our people, because the weather change, I find that yeah, my lips them feel a little choppy, one kind of way. So me telling you some people, I don't want to, you know, meander too long. But I want to get into today's conversation real quick and fast. Real quick and fast. So today, from you see my title and you see my thumbnail, we want to discuss some things. Now, for those of you who are new here, once you're new, I think you probably may need some time to get familiar with what is happening in Nyahbohanse. Go and look up I am Marwa. We follow Marwa around here. We, we dissect content from Marwa and also his village, also like family members if necessary, if needs be. That's what we do here. I don't want to go back into all of those things today. So right now, we are highlighting some issues that has been pending for a little while. A few months ago, maybe almost a year, if it hasn't been a year, some of the men out of the village of Nyahbohanse, reactors, content creators, male, came out in protest of the young ladies them taking river baths in the nude and in all kind of style and fashion. Now, I was one of the one them that were protesting before I learn about the nude story. They came out doing some kind of stylish bathing, and I was one of the ones that saying, look, if them run out of content and nobody want to see the village flag, let them be. They're being creative. I didn't know about the nude part until one day I got a call from a colleague of mine here on YouTube streets telling me to run quick and go and look at Patsy's channel. I said, Patsy, who is Patsy? Who is Patsy? The person brought me back to memory of who this star girl is. And on that channel, Patsy was raw born, naked, bathing in the river to post on YouTube. You understand me? And posted it on YouTube. Whatever we were so shocked because I really didn't know that people would have taken it that far. That is when I begin to learn about those style of river bathing. Not the one them in them little impy skimpy, like how we from the west, we know about people go bathing in them impy skimpy. So that was nothing to us. People go a beach, go bathing in the impy skimpy. You're not gonna go a beach in a full clothes like a woman have on. No. They go and bathe in the impy skimpy. So that was why I said from the inception, left the girl, they make them do what them they do, because them a hustle. Them doing them thing because probably them out of content, they're being creative because nobody now really want to get up and see the same village content over and over. But when them call me attention to the woman, to the girl in the river, in that particular style and fashion. They said, below, whoa, this girl look like a pro. She look like she's been doing this for a long time. So, anyways, no time after that, the video went missing. I don't know if it's YouTube take it down, or I don't know if maybe the village people them tell her to take it down. I don't know what happened, but the video went missing. Once after that, people kept after that, people kept the boys them in the village. Let me not generalize. The man them in the village keep quarreling, say them need to stop go down on the river, go do the river content. Girl, them need to stop doing the river content. You see me now me giving on a Jamaican fashion this morning. So who don't understand, but sorry, but I'm a Jamaican. Sometimes I have to go off in another dialect. No, the guys in the village kept complaining about the behavior and the behavioral pattern of these young ladies doing the river bathing. You understand? Now, the guys seemed to be very disgruntled because they look like them not used to woman bathe in a bath suit. Maybe woman go bathe in a frock, in a them whole dress. I don't know. All right. But some kind of words start to get around on the streets of Nyahbohanse, YouTube Nyahbohanse, saying that a lot of these ladies were being paid some large sum of money for disperse some nude pictures to them clients. There was also this rumor going around that some of the lady them would go in a Nairobi and meet the man them to get what they have to get. Remember now it's a village and you know it's a rumors think and strong. People started to fall out with them significant others. And me start to scratch my head. Like, is it because wonder why the relationship them start to fall apart? Let me explain myself clearer. People began to have, like the women them now start to have problems, relationship problems with the man. In an Nyahbohanse, relationships were falling apart based on the fact that these girls, it was alleged that these girls were going and issuing, were giving, sending off them nudes for college in exchange for money. Now it's alleged. You understand? That a war was on the streets of YouTube. But that we they talk about this morning. There was this there was this thing where one day, there was this day I remember um a YouTuber channel came across my feed. So I stopped and I listened. Patsy was one of the one them that was highlighted. Her name was being called. They were mocking her, basically mocking her because she was building a house. The saying was that everybody else is building a house and Patsy feel left behind. Eh? That was the first thing me hear. She felt left behind. And as a matter of fact, that is one of the reasons why this person stopped building the house, stopped helping her to build her house, because it was alleged that she also is sending nudes to people overseas. Me hear Ginto with it again. The first person, I think that the first person was either Ginto, between Ginto and Nairobi teacher, who went after Patsy. Sorry, guys, about these things. Patsy plead, said, no, 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 no. She's never done anything to this effect. She has never done anything to this effect. She said no. That it was on Ginto's camera. I never heard her send anything to Nairobi teacher. But she said on Ginto camera because Ginto came. You know, say the news bug and the mischief maker. So he come on the spot and say, is it true that you're giving nudes out to bail to bail your house? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, all right. She said, no, 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 no. Never, never, never in my life I ever do that. This is now on the back burner. After that, that was quelled. That was quelled. Now, the next story is something start to happen, and it was surrounding Patsy's house and Patsy's kids, and a lot of something start to come out, start to leak out. And Gintu was under Patsy, constantly arguing her about things, and she went going for the story, meaning that he went for the story on a constant basis. He wants some kind. It's like the way how Gintu was behaving was as if somebody sent him to get some information, and he had to get it. He had to make that story. Anyways, it appears like Patsy was holding out. Now it came to the point, because it came to the point where one day Patsy I don't remember what it was that she had a live, and somebody asked her on the live some question. She said one little bit of thing. She don't want no help with support with conditions. Gintu went back again for his story. And on Gintu's channel was where every beans spill out. She does not want any help with conditions, and she no longer wants Cecile, aka Trenchtown Boy, aka Trenchtown Grandpa. She no longer wants his support for her kids, because his support comes with condition. I beg your pardon, my people. We all began to scratch our heads, because all we heard was that she don't want no support. We saw some actions on the camera where with the school, the graduation thing, we saw Trenchtown Boy, Trenchtown Grandpa in the school talking with the kids. That was on, I think it was Kibe's camera or somebody, I think it was Kibe's camera, talking with the kids in the school, and it looked good. We saw where he appeared to have brought the kids after the session for either lunch or some kind of snack. And we saw the little incident that took place with the blind the blind man, the blind beggar, and how Patsy, how Cecile took the how do you say now? How Cecile took the bag, looked into it, her Patsy's purse, looked into it, and Patsy never like it. A lot of us are used to these kind of jokes in the West. You understand? Somebody just go, give me your bank, let me see what you have in there. Can you go on like you have no kind of money, or you hide them? You go on like you want to hide your money from. We are used to these kind of jokes. But them say crapo or bullfrog. A frog says what is a joke to you is dead to me. We see all of that there played out on camera, but this guy runs some kind of joke where this young lady was never into, or because she was already made, her mind was already made up. She was not into any joke. So it was a big whoopla. And that everybody was puzzled, because that's all we saw on camera. Lead up to this. Let me come. I feel in order for us to get to the bottom of the story, real quick and fast, we have to. Okay, we have to do this quick and not get into too much deep details. We're leading up now to, so the incident happened where the bag was looked into the school. Patsy said she don't want no support, all kind of something. I may be missing out some things, but it's all right. We don't here for the long story. 'Cause we have to work with time. We have to work with time. It got to the point now where we saw what did we see? What did we see? We saw the day when um the row came again, when that boy who is always with Anes, we saw Anes went and they did a video that he allegedly, and before we get to that point, I think there was also a scuffle. Patsy came out to say that there was not Patsy, it was actually Gintu did a video saying that there was a scuffle at Marwa's place, and Mo Uncle Mo tried to take Patsy's phone because Patsy was recording Uncle Mo when they had the land contention. We saw all of that. And Patsy's behavior, just for the road and the water not to run into her farm. The arrogance. It is her land that Marwa is living on. In a sense, it belonged to her husband originally and it was sold to somebody else and then Marwa's father purchased it. So the property are for them originally. So you're supposed to give way. Make way by law. You have to make way. We saw her coming out raging like a bull. I mean, say something not right. Why is this sudden hate? It's as if she's been pumped up. It was as if she's been pumped up by either something or somebody tutoring her to do stuff. What is wrong? We saw where she fenced up the place. I'm giving you a rundown, quick synopsis. We saw where she was told that fence up the place, Mara, don't take your land. What the hell Mara want Patsy's land for? All of that done and set aside. She fenced the land, but still, she barely have proper roof over her head. Guys, are you seeing where I'm getting? All right. It got to a day where she came out and told Ginto on camera that, yes, indeed, there was a scuffle during the time and during a particular time and her phone was snatched because Mose was demanding that she deleted what she was recording because she was recording him misbehaving and she got a small bag from Cecile with some toothpaste and toothbrush and something inside and she left. Whomever was pushing the idea or pushing honest about the pictures that was in Patsy's phone. I don't know. I don't know. But Ernest went to Patsy's house when she was probably not there, saw the kid with the phone. That was this. All I want me to tell you is all what is on YouTube from them, horse's mouth. And transfer the images to his gadget, right? Came on YouTube, made a video along with that young boy, Mogesi, talking about what Mr. Cecile looked like and why he didn't look like. Hmm? But in the meantime, deeper trouble was brewing. They got the images, or some of the images, whatever, videos. Videos. They got all of those things. Came out, made a video, and then later lied to the public that they deleted them. We know they did not do no such thing. They probably transferred them to an unknown gadget. What are they cooking up? Patsy knew. She knew. She learned about it. I heard she make some kind of noise on a live video and say that she didn't give anybody or she didn't tell anybody. She didn't tell anybody to come and take videos from her phone or images from her phone or whatever. But that was pushed under the rug quickly. All the time, trouble was brewing. Now, me want to get into this real quick and fast. It led up to the big whoopla where the big expose where Cecile's voice was heard along with Patsy, Cecile urging her to meet him inside Nairobi. Take the bus, meet me in Nairobi. Details inside the voice message that is not a voice message. It is alleged actually that Patsy turned off her data so Cecile could have called directly. She said it in her live. It's not alleged. She said in her live that she turned off her data to make Cecile call directly. Let him spend his money. Let him spend his money to call. Call. Let him call. I'm like, this doesn't sound right. This sounds like somebody angry. But before we get into this, I want to bring you back to the live that Cecile did some nights ago. He tried to bring across some few points, right? And one of the points was that Patsy was disgruntled. You know, she was pissed about some monies that um she never got in her hand. My question is, my question is, nobody like if any one of you guys know well what transpired behind closed doors, I don't know. But I'm just saying, before I get to the question, I'm just saying, nobody knows everything in full details because parties are just giving snippets. All right? Point taken. We don't know. Many things could have happened. Many, many things. My question is, what could have what could have transpired to let Cecile be not giving, don't want, like, stop giving Patsy or stop sending the money directly to Patsy? What happened? What happened that he stopped sending the money to Patsy directly? If he ever did, I don't know if he ever did, but it seems like there was a point where she would have gotten monies in her hand. I'm trying to figure out what led to him jumping over her head and giving the monies directly to the people. Them was it advice from somebody who know what she like what she would have been doing? Was it advice? We also heard Julia speak on Cecile's live about her also her encounters with Patsy and the money them and what she was asking for. Like sometimes I'll tell you the honest truth. When you present yourself like a ATM, not that you guys did, I knew that you guys, like I heard Julia said that she told her it is education that she dealing with. But where Julia faltered was when she asked about the business. I understand that you wanted to give her a stand to stand up by her on her by her two on her 2 foot. And as a widow, you would have loved to see, you know, she can help herself. We understand all of that there. But the very time that you shift from the focus, the main focus, it defeated the purpose. And she began to view you as a ATM. And all the other demands that she started demanding was because you shifted from your main focus. Now, when it comes to Trenchtown Grandpa, Mr. Cecile, I do not know what really triggered him stepping over her Patsy's head and let other people deal with the monetary side of it. Now, let me tell you when me hear Patsy say from her mouth in her own life. Imagine I asked him for money to buy maize for me to plant in the shamba, and he said whenever he see me, whenever he comes, he will give me the money. Can you imagine? He want for me to meet him in Nairobi, but he would not even give me $1 to buy a brick for my house. I said, oh, this stick a pin right there. So because he never helped you with the house, Patsy, you begin to have issues. You decided that you're going to expose him backside and all part of him because he never give you 1 cent to buy a brick. Remember you said, so you know, nobody can come for me over here to come tell me, nah, nah. Based on what you're saying, I am feeding off of. So me look on it and me say, oh, this like a some woman will say, yeah, you think you can come in and so come try to run my show when me asking you for things that you not give me? Well, you have to let off first. And let off, let off. If you can let off, well, me gonna let. Eh, and a laughing matter. And this in no way or form is condoning any behavior that would have been deemed out of place by Cecile, Trenchtown Grandpa. You get what I say? People, two big people, two big people, them be of consent age, two consenting age people, adults. My only really, really major problem with this is that the wife of Jamaican Trenchtown Grandpa is alive. We, us as women, sometimes agree into certain situations. We allow certain situations because you know what you have. You know what you have, meaning that you know the man, and you allow it. You would allow it. But in this case, it's not my business what is allowed and what is not. I'm saying all of this to say, me not condone no type of derogatory and demeaning and bossy kind of behavior. Nah, nah, I'm not condoning. And no one should be forced against their will to be in, to be in, to be forced against their will in a particular, to do any particular thing. You understand me? But I'm saying the notion that I'm getting from this girl, when she said what she said, the fallout appeared to have come from the fact that no monies was given to her towards the house because she said, guys, you can go back and watch the live. I don't remember which one of them because they come on live every day now. It's a trend. You understand? Imagine he's telling me to meet him in Nairobi, to come to Nairobi to do this and do that, and he's never given me not $1 to buy a brick towards my house. So if Jamaican grandpa, a Jamaican grandpa, I think that would be a more fitting name, Jamaican grandpa. I don't know why we keep calling. If Mr. Cecile probably would have given her something towards the house, on a Cisse, no stories wouldn't be out here. I do not think for 1 second that would have heard any stories. People that take the money and go do what they have to do. And she felt left out. And because she don't get she not in a what them in. But listen, there is also something here which I want to congratulate her for. Where she say, where she said that she's not into certain things because she is baptized. Congratulations for being a born again Christian. In a Jamaica, we would have said for being a born again Christian. But I'm not demeaning you, young lady. But it's the things that you put out there. And if you were never warned away by the villagers who was very disgruntled with your behavior, you would have been out there same way running competition with the rest of young people them. Because you feel like them getting somewhere where you're not getting. You understand? So I know that you are no saint in this. You don't think that other people have images just like how you have images for the man tarnishing all over the whole place? Me not giving Mr. Cecile any right. And neither am I giving him no wrong. Because it could have been a situation where both parties were involved in things. You understand? You're not two adults. You guys are two big people. So why now? Because things didn't go in your favor, you find a problem with it. Did somebody tutor you to turn off your data so Cecile can leave a paper, like a audio footprint and a paper footprint because then the phone records are gonna be there. But you can't record WhatsApp like that. It's like it they wouldn't have the records like so because he could wipe the phone clean. But the phone records, not unless you go into the phone company actually, then you can get your WhatsApp records, or if it's backed up, you can get that. Otherwise than that, with the phone records, calling her direct. You hear what she said? She turned off the data so he could call her direct. See wickedness. You see wickedness? And then she came to the camera and said that he was very adamant about going to the school. I'm backing up a little bit. He was very adamant about going to the school. But then Mr. Cecile come one side and say, it is the teacher who actually is invited him, not her. But maybe he wanted to go with them because they were coming from the same directions. And then the little boy, he's supporting the little guy. You understand? Man will ask woman for favors. It is for you to say no and shut it up. Just cut it off. Just detach yourself from the situation. But coming out here to expose picture on them something there, you know how that can really get you in a trouble? Yeah. Even on your platforms, all I know who playing audio, incriminating audio and all kind of stuff, man. Everybody run come for turn on video for make this and that and that and this. And playing audio and playing this and playing that. It can actually cost on the channels. On not think and money. The thing that I realize with a lot of you guys here on social media is that it's about the money. So any bandwagon, oh, it's a big story and you're gonna jump on it. And you don't even care. What about the other side of the story? This is a story a one-sided. Nyahbohanse widow. Your story is one-sided. We need to see your part of the story too. The fact that you guys are gonna be there and leaving, want to behave like you're not gonna left no stone unturned. Well, me want to see your side of the story too. And I don't care who. Oh, we are so proud of you. You're doing the right thing. What about the dirty video them when they're doing at the river? Eh? Don't shut on the eye and turn on the face the other way. Do you know that women lead on man sometimes? In the wrong direction and then run out and cry. And the law will always give them the right. Because you know what I say? You don't know. But want the other side of the story. We demand in the other side of the story. It's one-sided. And the whole thing, oh, she's a widow. Oh, she's a widow. You should look after her because she's a widow. It's culture for you. It is your culture to look out for the widow. But you now remember what the widow when they're doing at the river? Where people had to shout after her and let she take down the video. What were you thinking in those times? And I'm not bashing her. I'm saying that fair is fair. And if Mr. Cecile did bullshit and he should have stopped it. And if you're doing something from your heart, Cecile, you should have do it from your heart. And not be looking for anything else. But the mere factor that she started to stretch her hand elsewhere other than what you did, you promised. Then she was calling for it. Who knows what transpired behind closed doors? She said on camera, I watched a video where she said on camera that there were other people sending other pictures, even from the village. Where the people them they were, where you don't expose the people them in the village when they send a picture to your girl. Hmm? Why don't you expose the people them in the village that was sending pictures to you? That's what you said on camera. And if God, I stand to be corrected. I stand to be corrected. Right is right and wrong is wrong. We don't want no one-sided story in your soul. You understand? And whether you come from Nyahbohanse or you come from Jamaica, the truth must be heard. I don't want side of the story because me not think so. I mean, man a man is man, and they will always present themselves in a one kind of way where we punks up on anything that them see. You're single, you're a widow. You were doing things out there. Remember? Who knows what happens in the village behind closed doors? Yes, you're baptized and I born again Christian, me understand. But how did the river come in it? In your birthday suit? How did that river part come? I mean, I don't know if you do it. I don't know if you did it after or before. Maybe you were trying to change your life. And kudos to you to do that. Kudos to you to do that. But what got me disgruntled was when you stood there pretending like you're a bloody saint. And we know that you're not because we've been watching you here on the streets. And those people who going under the comments, oh, we're proud of you. The story is one-sided. Nyahbohanse widow. Your story is one-sided. It's one-sided. And if you know, like I said, you guys were two consenting adults. When you're running, coming out here, and the incriminating part of it is that you're gonna stand up and say he had the heart. He never purchased one. You had the heart. He's never given you money to purchase one block on your house, but he wanted you to meet him in Nairobi. So that I will burn you. That is where the problem coming from. So then the story have to come, and then I strongly believe that because you were pushed in so many directions and promised that your house will be finished. Speak the truth. So you don't have to go that route. You don't have to be sending nudes anywhere. We all know. We know about them. But it's just because. Come on. It was an exchange. Fire. Stop coming here with a one-sided story. Rome was never built in a day. And what happening in the dark will come a light. Talking in parables now. But don't think that you don't think that people don't know. And don't think that people don't see things. And those two little, I don't even know what to call them, that you have running in and out of your house. Oh, Patsy this. Patsy, you will never believe. Breaking news. Whatever is transpiring in your villages, you know, just a sell out the blouse and skirt village. Nobody no care. Nobody no interested. I'm not interested. But don't come out here playing like you're a saint. You're not. And it pisses me off. And somehow no man no need for left some people when I bed for over a year and I know about them hygiene. Left them something there. But they go look after themselves. Some of them look like them face not even wash for a morning. Blouse and skirt. But I don't want to see them something there. Sickening. Very sickening. The level that some people would go. Yo. I don't know what we doing in this here. The level that some people would go. Yo. I need to look over them hygiene, my son. Where God is so. Hey. Anyway, meet a meeting of some people book and they don't care. If meet the pamphlet, then go near me. Pisses me off. Guys, let me tell you something. We soon know in the next one, yeah, man. Because right now, I'm so bringle.
Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I